Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It
We
is no, you are.
are
I am.
we we
We
us is
Yes. Sure. Is Aziz
wasn't
crabs?
off to a great start already.
Want to see my dick?
Uh, mm, moving on. Hey, quick question. What are we calling
Answer.
ourselves now?
I don't fucking know.
Are we? Is this a podcast? Or are we going back on YouTube? On
I
YouTube, we
don't.
were
I don't.
random. On YouTube,
At
we were
this
random
point,
tangent. On the podcast, we were random tangent. What?
how about this time we just go with two fat guys talking, regardless of where we put this, or maybe we
I
put it
don't.
on everything and see how it works.
I was thinking the best way to describe us right now is Random Tangent presents the Random Podgent Experience featuring Bill and Neil.
Fuck, I'm down.
Little RTP, RP, F, E, no.
Quit trying to spell. We've discussed this.
You get the gist. Yeah.
Jizz.
It's been what, a little over a year since we
Yeah,
were
yeah,
last on
yeah.
the
We
airways.
we said fuck it and quit for a little while because nobody loves
Had to
us.
had to take a hiatus. Little
We're
life
good
got
at
in the
that.
way. Yeah.
Well,
But
life does suck.
then we figured out this is what we enjoy doing. It helps keep us sane-ish. So
Meh.
yeah. And plus, like, I can talk to Bill about all this stuff, and he can talk to me about this. It's just perfectly fine. We try to bring this into like coworkers at work, and next
And
thing you
then
know, it's HR.
HR
It's
gets
yeah.
involved, and I've got to explain things. I explain a lot of things. Not gonna
So,
lie.
so I guess first off, what's new with you? What's anything new in the last?
um,
How many places
I
have you
mean,
worked in the past year and a half?
and then the year two.
Oh, two. That's
Yeah. The
slowing down.
last year I worked at one place, and this year I started over at another place because I got a great offer. So
No,
I'm actually working at 511 Tactical out in Lexington, Kentucky. We'll see how long that
just
lasts.
slipped that one right in there, didn't you?
Hey, it's what I do.
As for me, I within the last year and a half have gotten engaged now. I am taking myself back off the market. I know it's probably a lot of people upset right
There's a
now.
lot of women out there that are like, thank God.
Uh, I mean, part on one hand, she's a great lady. I love her. I'm lucky to have her, and also
That went
too,
so different than I thought it was going to.
yeah, that's one reason. The second reason being, I'm too weird to be a boyfriend anymore. Like, if
Yeah,
you ask someone,
yeah.
you ask somebody, hey, what's your boyfriend like? You're like, oh, he just wears like video game shirts and all his socks are like designs or pictures, all of them. You get him talking about board games, you'll go for an hours, and you go, hey, maybe stop seeing that guy. But you say that about your husband, like, oh yeah, they all got quirks. So
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
probably just got to
And it's
lock this
always
one
like the
down.
most obscure fucking board game in the world, too. It's you're incredibly Caucasian, is really what it is.
Aggressively. So
Aggressively Caucasian.
she reminds me of this quite often.
Yeah. Now is she Mexican, Puerto Rican,
She she is
Guatemalan,
Mexican.
Cuban,
Yes, Mexicano.
Mexicano?
Yeah, we
You
eat a
gotta
lot of.
ask, yeah.
We just got the garden planted. There's a lot of peppers in it. So
Wow, the garden's planted with peppers.
yeah.
I feel like anything I say after this might just get us canceled, so I'm gonna shut up now.
So well, we got that out of the way.
Want
Where should we?
to
What?
see my dick?
Oh, you son of a bitch! Just not gonna let this one go, are you? Okay,
Have I ever let it go?
to anyone, to anyone who doesn't know, Bill likes to make the offer of looking at his penis to pretty much anyone he talks to for more than 5 minutes. And it used to be worse, actually. It used to be he didn't make the offer; he just had his dick out, or would send you a picture of it on via text. Usually while we're gaming, like a group of us together. Oh, he is having a field day over here. Laugh into the microphone. There we go. Yeah, we'd be all be playing like a group game, like a GTA or Halo or something. All of a sudden, like his character is in the wall, just in the wall. not shooting, not doing nothing, just hanging out there. And Bill's super quiet. We hadn't heard Bill. So like, hey, what you doing? Huh? What? Huh? Huh? Next thing
I'm
you
not doing
know,
anything.
ba-bing, ba-bing.
Hey, I just
And
got to
it's
test. Come on.
yeah. So nowadays when he says, hey, want to see my penis? Those are the words he's saying, but what he actually means is, hey, remember that time you saw my penis? It's become a form of psychological warfare, honestly. It's borderline a war crime, I'd say. But you're no one thing though. Yeah, I think I might break your heart a little bit here right now.
No, no.
I've never had a good time looking at your penis. It's never not once has it ever been
Let me
enjoyable.
explain. Okay, so we're going to pause right there.
Okay.
So then I can very clearly explain to you that it's not about you enjoying looking at my
Oh,
penis.
okay.
It's about me enjoying showing you my penis.
Oh, is that what we're doing?
Yeah, like there's no point where it's like, oh, I didn't enjoy it. I fucking did. That's all that matters. Like it's the same methodology I have when it comes to a joke. It doesn't matter how inappropriate the joke is. If I'm laughing, it's funny.
So
That's
you have the dad joke of penises, is what you're saying. It is.
yes, I do.
Mm. Well, like I was saying, it's never been a good time, never been a time I actually enjoyed seeing it. But did you know there's
Oh no.
actually a worse time?
To see my penis or in
That
general?
there is a one specific time I've seen your dick that is worse than all of the others. Did you know that?
No, please enlighten me. Maybe I can
Uh,
recreate it.
I hope the hell not. This it actually took place during those wonderful 2 years when I was how do you phrase it? I was trying to form a relationship with somebody who was, for all intents and purposes, my bipolar interstate fuck buddy. Uh, I'm not sure if you remember that.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah.
The marijuana incident.
Yeah. Which one?
And
No. It was. There's some nuance to it, but honestly, that's me sticking around way longer than I should. Going love, and she'd be like, "Dick, presents, and food." And I go, "And love," and she'd say, "Dick, presents, and food." And spoke quietly under my breath. I go, "And love." But yeah, that's what that was. And it's actually on one of my trips out there. It was a long, like 3.5 hour drive. I decided to pass the time by calling Bill up one time. I go, "Hey, how you doing? What's new?" And Bill goes, "I'll tell you what's new. I pierced my dick." And I said, "On purpose?" Because he likes sharp things and is kind of clumsy sometimes. So the Bill goes, "Yes, it was on purpose." And you've
I
done more
fully
since then.
understand your skepticism. So
Yeah, explains to me what exactly he did, and I go, "Congratulations," because I what do you say when your friend tells you he put metal through his wiener? Literally, what do you say? I don't know. I went through it, and I don't know if I got it right. I say, "Congratulations," and Bill goes, "I'll tell you what, I'll send you a picture later." I go, "No, you're not necessary." You go, "Yeah, it is," because apparently it's not about what I want, is it?
nope. It's about what I want. And my thing was I needed you to see the spectacle that was what
You're
I
be-
did to myself.
you're bedazzled pud. Yeah,
I
okay.
prefer a bejeweled tallywhacker, but whatever.
Ooh, look who's got more family jewels.
I needed a place to hang my towel. Leave me alone, would you?
Anyway,
As he fucking dies over here. Yeah,
that's
just so you
because
guys are aware, he's dying because apparently in Illinois, everything has
there's
gone to hell.
but there 1 week there's a massive dust storm, which I've never seen. You know what? The warning pops up on your phone. You know, you get that little weather warning. It says, incoming dust storm. Everyone seek shelter. Get inside. But I'm from the fucking Midwest. You give me weather event. Guess where I'm at? The lawn. If you
Yeah,
want to save lives, don't send that warning out. That's
yeah. I never understood that myself.
a tornado incoming. Seek shelter. Bullshit. I want to see it. If you'd said nothing, I've been inside, not paying a damn bit of attention.
I want to be outside. I want to see this son of a bitch because if I'm going to die, I at least want to die like enjoying myself a little bit.
My last words are gonna be, "Oh, look at that." But anyway, yeah, Bill tells me he's gonna send me a picture of his bejeweled junk, and I go, okay. And I get to my destination. I tell this my lady friend, go, hey, just so you know, I might have egged my friend on to show me his dick, send me a dick pic later. Could you, like, if he sends that message, could you maybe open it for me, and you delete it so I don't have to see it? She's like, look at a stranger's dick. Yeah, I guess I could be bothered. So that's we had an agreement. Had an agreement. Okay.
You know what? Wait, hold on. Time out. Pause the fuck.
Okay.
You know what bothers me more about that?
Hmm.
So you're sitting here with this young lady,
Hmm.
spending every love, but meanwhile, me,
Hmm.
I,
You.
Sir Bedazzled Business himself, you are so terrified to see my bits and pieces that you're looking at the woman that you're like, love, and you're like, listen, you look at it because I don't want to. Like,
When I
and
said psychological warfare and war crime, do you think I was joking?
I don't know if I'd call it a war. I mean, NATO has talked to me a couple of times, but it's those different things.
So I think that was on Friday.
It
That
was.
night, her and
It
I
was
hang
on a
out. Her and
Friday.
I hang out. I go to work with her in the morning, watch some cows get milked, as you do.
Which, yeah, which one does, of course.
Go back to her place. Now this weekend, she was actually moving into a new house. She'd got a new house, and I went over there to help her move in, and hopefully get a little as you do. That
Milk the
didn't
cow.
happen. Yeah. And while you're pulling things, trying to get white stuff, uh, um, so
Good old days.
next day, Saturday, it's most of the day trying to help her, get her stuff out of storage, get her stuff from grandparents' house, moving into the new place,
Have you
so on
received
and
that
so forth.
picture yet?
No, actually, I think at this point I dreaded it all Friday night, maybe Saturday morning by midday though. I think I'd forgotten about it because like we were doing all this other stuff. Then we got about Saturday afternoon. We go. She was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go pick up my friend Brittany, and she's gonna come help."
Okay.
Because
Okay.
we got to clean this house. We got to wipe all the walls because I don't know.
Makes
Guess
sense.
you do that. So I let her drive my car there, and her style of
Okay.
driving was gun it, gun it, gun it, stop sign, wait for that last possible second, slam on the brakes. And my little shitty Cavalier was not used to that, so I ended up with a hole in my brake line.
Ha!
Found a rusty spot. Then we pick her friend up, make it back to her place as my car's stopping less and less. And we're like, time to get cleaning. And then she's like, well, before we get cleaning, let's smoke some weed. And I'm like, when in Rome, I guess. So that's what I do. And that was the whole story unto itself. But let me say, it just did not go well. I found out I am not a pothead.
Why?
Um, Super paranoid. And I'll tell you that, how like when you try a new thing, you a little bit, you just try a little bit and see how you feel. And kind of
Mhm.
gauge from that's a smart way to do it. That's not what I did. That's a smart way to do it. I didn't do that though. I just
So you were just like, let me see if I can get balls deep on this some bitch and see
yeah,
what happens.
and it did not turn out well. So we were up way late in the night working on that, and I'm freaking baked and paranoid. It's just not a good time. And the other thing that happens Saturday night is she gets a call from her husband. Weird situation. It's probably like this. They were separated. They were separated when we met.
Okay.
Prior to this weekend, they had talked, and at one point she said to me, "I think we're gonna end up getting back together." I said, "Okay, sure." Thinking, meaning, well, I'll believe it when I see it. That's my thought. Because if I believe, would you stop sending me eggplants and chickens? Are you that upset about me not looking at your penis that you're gonna send me everything penis-ish?
If I was really
Or
that worried, I'd just stand up and pull it out. I'll cut it later.
the footage
The image, not the penis. Uh,
with you? Check it out. It's forked like a snake's tongue. God damn it.
uh,
How are you curling it? No. Yeah. She had said like her and her husband were going to get back together. I was like, yeah, I'll believe it when I see it because I learned not everything she said was true. Many things that she said did not, were not true. So why would this be true? Like, if I believed everything she said, I would have left the time she was like, "You're a great guy and all, but I found this homeless guy out here I like more, so we can just be friends from now on." And that only lasted a couple weeks. So
I never
until
even heard about this particular event, so this is magic. Okay.
about the second time I went out there, shortly after that, she's like, "Yeah, you're great, but I don't think we have a feud, you and I. And plus, there's just this home unhoused individual out here, and
Just say it like
yeah,
it is. My dealer. Um.
uh, and I was like, oh dang. But then she like a few weeks later, like he decided she wasn't right for him, and she's like, well, I guess you'll do. And so I was like, oh yeah, back in. So when she said,
Love.
right, yeah, now love, right, but yeah, perfect, best ones yet.
I do what I
But
can.
but that night, she's a phone call from her husband. I guess he had found out that she's now moving into her own place, and he picked a fight with the lady he was living with, and basically said, "I'm out. Me and her are getting back together. Screw you." And basically, in the morning, he was going to be there.
Oh, that's fantastic.
And at this point, I'm too baked, and my car's fucked up. It's not like I could leave. So I'm like, okay, well, cross that bridge when we get to it, I guess. And just kind of, I don't think I maybe slept an hour because there's a lot on my mind kind of at the time. So morning gets there and he shows up with the kids. And you remember that vampire game we used to play with Steve?
Yeah,
Remember they had the nature and demeanor. You always pick out when you're creating your character. Demeanor
yeah,
being the way your character acted, nature being how they really are. What makes
yeah.
me think that I'm a good person, deep down inside, I'm actually a good person, is you take away my demeanor and all my left with is my nature. Like in a situation where I don't know what to do, I'm like, oh well, I came over to help, so I guess I'll just help. And have you ever been trying to bang a guy's wife and later on help him and move him into his new place, like within 12 hours of? Yeah. So
So
it's
that
just
didn't work out.
like we had to go get some of their stuff. So it's like them two in the front seat of his car, me in the back, sitting there like, huh, this is not how I figured this weekend going. And so yeah, I spent a few more hours helping them, all of them move in. He's actually a pretty cool guy. We chatted for a bit.
We still keep in touch.
Uh, but then like at some point I'm like, well, I should probably try to get home. The thing is, like I said, my car was the brakes weren't great at that point. But you gotta understand this is a very rural section, so it's like it's a rural area. There's not gonna be anything open on. It's a Sunday. It's a Sunday now. What's gonna be open to fix my car? My only
Right.
choices are try to drive it somewhere close by to do like a bigger city and hope they can get to it and
Mm.
hope I can get on the road that day and maybe not. I'd have to find a hotel or motel or and this is actually one of the dumber things I've ever done in my life was I drove home with a car with not great brakes. Real like honestly super stupid. Like that I put myself in danger. I put in a lot of other people in danger. Like that was probably one of the dumbest things I could have done. But at the time it was like seemed like a good idea.
Well, yeah, considering you just helped your I don't even know, move
Yeah.
her husband in. I
Yeah.
mean, really, I mean, I
Now
feel like that would have felt like it was kind of at the bottom of the tier at that point.
so I'm driving along, trying to keep away from crowds, and I'm just trying to process this whole weekend with the car and getting high, getting really high for the first time, and all this other stuff. And like the way I've always lived my life, my kind of philosophy is if don't shy away from bizarre or awkward situations because one, a lot of times you end up with a good story at least,
And
and
two,
two,
you
it's
basically are half the awkward situations.
well, two, it's an experience. I don't want to look back at my life and be like, oh man, that was pretty dull. It's an experience. I was there. I went through it, and it's something. But even this, I was like, yeah, this might have been a bit. Oh, this might have been too much. It's about that time. My phone went ding ding ding. Got a notification. I look at, oh, Bill sent me a message. What is this? And there's your fucking dick.
So what you're telling me is,
You were
at
you
this
were the
point in
shit
time,
icing on a very, very big shit cake.
I'm not gonna lie, I want to feel bad about that, but as we know, I'm not 100% capable of this.
You know what the weird part, the weird part is?
What?
I don't remember the exact picture, but the silhouette is burnt in there. It wasn't it wasn't all the way soft, but it wasn't exactly hard. Kind of like at the ready, sort of.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I had to make sure I was prepped for you. I had to bring my A game at
the,
least a little.
the knowledge that you were like fluffed yourself a little. Like, is that good? No,
No,
too
there
much.
wasn't
Too much. Calm
fluffing. It
down.
was just
No,
literally. It was
you're
just
that.
literally me sitting there like sheer excitement of I'm about to do it.
Oh,
What you really need to understand about that makes that even better
mm,
is you have to understand that my wife was the one that took that photo
oh, yeah.
with
Okay.
the knowledge that I was sending it to you. So it wasn't like she was like, I don't understand. You just want to see what it looks like? No, she was like, I can't believe you're sending this to Neil. Like giving me shit as she's going click.
You're still wrong to do this. Hang on, lift it up. Yeah,
You want to fluff that a little bit there. There you go.
but yes, that was the worst time I'd ever seen your penis.
You're welcome. Don't say I never did nothing for you
Hmm.
because I haven't.
I got an experience.
Now, most people say seeing my penis is an experience. So the people on the street and in the mall usually never a good experience.
Hmm.
But hey, what are you gonna do?
Right.
They
I
don't
think we might.
understand your philosophy, and I think that's something you should go around teaching people.
I think we might be coming up. We need to take a commercial break.
A commercial break.
Yes, a
I think we
commercial
might
break.
need to. I think we might need to do a commercial break.
All right.
So here comes a commercial break.
Mm.
All right. So we actually have sponsors now, sort of. One of them doesn't know we're a sponsor. You can decide which one it is, or
Mhm.
the lawyers will. I mean,
Some
so
someone will get in touch with us shortly about it.
oh, definitely. So I'm the sponsor that I brought in is actually just for me because I'm a petty whore and I'll throw myself
Today's
anywhere.
sponsor.
Is
Today's
511
sponsor.
Tactical. Today's sponsor
Yeah.
is 511 Tactical. And the other sponsor, that one I'm just throwing out there because I wear their shit. So, yeah, it's where I work. Come join
Yes.
me. But our other sponsor and our show today is brought to you by. Now, this is the real sponsor, not just a dirty plug. Today's sponsor is brought to you by the North American Council for Manual Breathing.
Are you breathing right now?
Yeah. Well, that was a really shitty relationship, though, right?
Oh, you talking about the bipolar interstate fuck buddy?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, the bipolar interstate fuck buddy.
Trust me, I'm aware.
I feel like that needs to be my new gamer tag.
Might be a bit. I'd want to hear guys scream that at you. God damn it! But you.
Bipolar interstate fuck buddy. Yes.
Honestly, I wish I could say that story was like the end of that for me. But that was like really only in like the first quarter. We went on for about another year and a half after that. No, I get the look on your face. I know it wasn't great. A lot of people have this.
I'll be honest with you. I just remember playing Xbox the one time with her.
It started out okay.
And then like by
The
the
weed took
end,
over.
by the end of that, I wanted to send you a message and be like, are you fucking pranking me here? Like, I know how
Mm,
you like to prank. Like, is
yeah.
this a prank? Because this bitch is nuts. But I'm
Mm,
like, no, be supportive, this and that, like, yeah, whatever, you know. So then I just chose not to talk to her. Um,
no. Well, you kind of gotta. There's always this. I want to say there's a very big misconception about people who are in bad or toxic or whatever terminology you want to use relationships, where they don't see it.
oh, of course not.
No,
Damn
I
cough.
think I'll say a lot of times if you're in a shitty relationship like that, you're aware,
Oh,
you know.
yeah, yeah.
But I think the first shitty relationship you're in is actually with yourself because you're the one lying to you. You're the one
Oh,
going, "This is
absolutely.
fine, this is fine. I can make it." But no, you people are aware, and
Mhm.
honestly, I kind of got to wonder, had you at some point be like, "Hey, you know that's a crazy person, right? You're aware." It maybe it would have been like, "Okay, you see it too." Who knows? But
Maybe would have jogged your memory a little bit there. Like, son of a bitch, she is, isn't she?
nah. But no, I definitely stayed around that one way longer than I should have.
Yeah, you were
And
hoping for a lot more than was actually going to happen. I'm gonna be
mm,
honest with you.
I mean, I want to say that one was there's a lot of pride that went into that one. There's a lot of me going, I can make it work. I got this, and maybe on account of how the last one ended, you know, because I was married for quite some time, or not even quite some time. I think almost 5 years, and
I
then
was gonna say, how long were
boom,
you actually married for?
just about 5 years, and then that went down the drain, and then like this came along, and I was like, I can do better. I can make this work, and just have you ever heard the sunk cost fallacy? Uh,
Phallus.
basically, you want to sink your vows? It'll
Hey,
cost you.
hey, trust me, it always does.
No, the sunk cost fallacy is basically like you put time, you put money, you put effort into this, and it's not working out. But you go, oh, look at all this time, money, and effort I put into this. I can't walk away from that. It's basically not cutting your losses when you should. I think
Yeah,
that's largely what I was doing there. There's a
it
lot of
sounds about right.
yeah. Um, I
Yeah,
mean, I'm not.
I've never been in a relationship that's been quite that bad. I can honestly say.
I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna try. I'm not gonna sit here and bash her. She was from the beginning very much like you could probably do better than this. And I was like, nope, nope, I'm fine right here. So that was. I'm gonna say that was all on me. That was me not listening to myself and not walking away when I should have.
I agree. I agree. But what's important
You
is you're
ever?
happy now.
Oh yes. Oh, you ever found yourself in a situation? You're
Well,
saying probably not
obviously.
that bad, but
No, I've never been in a relationship quite that
like
bad.
that.
Quite like that. I didn't have a bipolar fuck buddy. Um,
At any range.
at any
Next,
yeah, at any range, yes. Whether next door or next state over, neither. I didn't.
'Twas
Um,
not here, 'twas not there, 'twas not anywhere.
'Twas not a fuck buddy to be had. Uh, but
She would not quaff it. She would not cough it.
she would not gurgle, and or show me the yacht.
You picked up on that word?
Oh, I learned all that shit just because I'm gonna fucking know that. Because the second I hear it in the house, somebody's getting her ass whipped.
I say it to piss off my kid.
I do the same thing to it. Dude, you're being totally Sigma. Let's calm
No,
the fuck down.
let's
Like,
not be all Ohio about this right now.
right? Oh,
I caught her one. I caught her for good one time. She said something. Go, oh no cap. She's like, no. Oh god damn you.
That's fire, man. And I was like, dude, that's completely Ohio. Like,
Yeah.
and then yeah, then there's an amount of pissed off that comes with that.
Mm.
Really. That's all I get is just really. Of course, then
Anyway.
again, our children are all fucked up in the heads, anyways. So they're children. They're definitely
Yes.
ours.
Hmm.
I think.
As we were saying.
But anyhow,
Mm.
so no, it's been a long time.
Mm.
Ironically, I've the relationship I'm sorry, marriage
Mm.
I'm in now.
Mm.
That's 20 years. some
No,
change.
it's supposed to say well, yeah, definitely close to 15 years you guys have been married, but you
No,
were
it's 20. It was, I was 20. No, it'll be 21 years this year. July 10th, we've been together because
mm,
I met her when I was, right, literally 6 days after I turned 22.
oh wow, yes.
And I'm going to be
So yeah,
43 this year, which fucking
mm,
hurts.
everything hurts.
No, you know what hurts? Your
Mm.
kid turned 13. Mine's about to turn 12, and I'm about to jump off the roof of this fucking house. I'm going to be
No.
a tween. I need a baseball bat or something.
Oh, no cap.
No cap, bro. Caitlin called me
Uh,
that one time. I'll beat the
mm.
shit out of her. Did you just call me bruh? Like,
But you
no.
guys can be together 21 years, which is pretty impressive. Uh,
Long time. I
could you
mean, yeah,
imagine though? What?
21 long, long
Let's
years.
ease through this carefully. Make it to 22. Could you imagine? Don't say fantasize, but can you imagine if you weren't anymore? Like trying to build that again.
Yeah, that would suck balls.
Yeah,
Um,
which is I think one of the main reasons a lot of people do stay in relationships longer than they should. Like you guys, obviously you like each other at least.
oh no, I just don't want to lose half my shit.
Now you got good shit anyway.
I got some okay shit.
That's fine.
It's a nice microphone. I mean,
No, okay. But no, like a lot of people get themselves in these situations and they go, well, I don't want to not have, I don't want to start again. That would suck. They get comfortable, is what it is.
oh yeah.
Like this is
Or you get certain people don't want to be alone. That's another big one. They don't want to be alone. They want to have that person to come home to, even if they're fucking miserable.
there's something a quote I heard not too long ago, which kind of encapsulates it perfectly. Is don't try to find happiness with somebody else. Find happiness with you and share it with somebody else. Like, don't
Yes,
think
yes.
that someone else is going to make you happy. That not having somebody is going to be horrible. You gotta get the. I think that's the situation Tish and I are both in at this point. We both are okay with ourselves, but we not have each other too, which makes
Well,
arguments between us really weird because
which
we come
is
into.
kind of interesting too, because I mean, really, I think it's more of you're okay with yourself, and she realizes she could get rid of you in a blink of an eye.
I
So,
think every argument we have, we come to it like two representatives from businesses who don't need the deal but are willing to hear you out. Like I'll walk away from the table anytime you need to, but just what you got. That's
you need to
how we
start
go.
doing this. I agree, but what can we do to make this happen? Like
Let's put
how
that on the back burner for now. We'll loop around back to it again. Yeah.
start hitting all them corporate words, get done with the argument, you're shaking hands, walking away.
All right. Have your people contact my people, get the
There's a
paperwork in order.
contract was signed, like it was all fucked up.
But yeah, definitely a lot of people take that and they have that relationship as that they think it's going to make them happy because being in a relationship makes you happy. Not necessarily. No, it doesn't.
No, the
Uh,
relationship is not necessarily a guarantee of happiness,
no,
um, at all.
I don't think it's a guarantee of much of anything.
Honestly, I don't. I have never in my life seen a person that's been in a relationship for any major period of time that has ever been. It's going to sound awful, but who has ever been one in a million have ever been really happy. You do see people that get complacent. They kind of
Mm.
fall into that rhythm of life, but it's rare to see people that are happy.
I've seen a bunch of people who are obviously married and obviously unhappy. There's an old couple used to come in my store all the time. I don't know the guy's name, but I know the woman's name was Jean. I know it's because he'd start and finish every sentence with Jean. Gene, put that down. We don't need that, Gene. Gene, just ask that man over there if he knows where it's at, Gene. Like they would yell. Sweetest people if they came up to, excuse me, could you help me? Can you help me find this? And you'd tell them where it's at, and they'd turn, it's over here. Like they hated each other, but they're still out doing stuff together.
You know
I
the
don't know.
comedian Billy Gardell,
Um, doesn't
the
ring a bell.
Mike. You ever see the show Mike and Molly?
Oh yeah, okay, the big dude. Yeah,
The
I know who
big
you're talking
dude.
about.
That's Billy
Yeah.
Gardell. He did a comedy special once, and he was talking. I think he was talking about his old man. And he goes, my old man's sitting there at the grill flipping burgers, smoking, and my mother walks up and just starts in on him. You know what, Jesse? You're taking 20 years off your life, and look at all these kids around here, and they're just sitting there, and they're setting a bad example. And he goes, he just stood there like an admiral, just taking it. And when it was all said and done, he just turned and looked at her and goes, "See, that's why nobody likes you." And she walks away, and he goes, I walked up to him and said, "How? How did you do that?" He goes, "Gotta be all done fucking, son."
Yeah, that one, yes, I do remember that.
That was priceless.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but
I mean, relationships are fucking. It's so funny because me and one of my employees at work, one of my now she's not just an employee, she's a good friend. We were at work, we were talking the other day, and we were having conversations about like relationships and things like that. Because as we've discussed, relationships are a nightmare or amazing
navigate,
but it's always a game
sometimes
and it's
both.
ever changing.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the thing that most people don't realize in relationships, and a lot of people come into, is they don't realize that as you go into a relationship, how it started on day one is not how it's going to be on day 1001. Like, people change, people evolve, people mature, people, become different people as time progresses. And you have to either be willing to change with that, or, some people are emotional people that can sit there and have conversations about relationships and things like that. Other people are not emotional people by any means, i.e. you. Not sure where on the spectrum you fall, but I'm sure it's somewhere.
It's becoming more and more evident. You know what recently I realized?
What's that?
How long into life, like how many I probably in my 20s before I actually understood what fell off the back of a truck meant. I used to take that literally. I got a good deal of it on it because it fell off the back of the truck. Oh, I don't know. Even if you didn't pay that much, it might be broken. You can't tell. It might be internal. Like, I didn't understand it just meant stolen. I knew they didn't pay for it or didn't pay as much for it, but into my 20s, thinking a bunch of loose ass trucks out there.
Let me explain to you how I knew.
You stole it off the back of a truck.
So for everybody that exists out there in the world, in the ether of Earth, here listening to this shenanigans, you have to understand, I've known this man for actually this year. We will have this year, right now, as of right now, we will have known Neil, you better, I hope you're sitting. I realized this the other day in the car. I almost fucking crashed. We will have known each other for 30 years.
Oh, I think it's more than
friends. Well, we've been friends for 30 years. 30 years. 30 long fucking years. Like,
are we counting those breaks in between too?
We're counting the fucking breaks where it's like, it's been 3 years. What if he's still alive?
Hey, still alive? Want to see my penis?
Well, as we've discussed in previous episodes, after a while, we just kind of look at each other and we're like, I don't want to talk to you no more. I need a break.
Your fucking face. Yeah.
I'd like to do a podcast with other people. That's all I'm saying. Like, it's not you, it's me.
I'm not saying our podcast isn't good, but
like, it could be better, is what I'm saying. Like,
we should have maybe have an open podcast, and you can do a podcast with someone, and I can do a podcast with someone,
and we'll see what happens. I mean, you never know. Maybe we end up happier. Maybe if you love your podcast, you should let it go. And
that's
if it
what
comes
I was going
back,
through. She did so many podcasts.
Oh my God.
And that getting back to what we're talking about, like, that was part of it though. Like, the way I was lying to myself was like, yeah, okay, yeah, there's all these guys she's doing podcasts with, but I get to keep a pillow there. So what does that tell you? I'm the #1 podcaster. Like, you lie to yourself. You lie to yourself.
Fucking clearly. Wow. That's a rough lie too.
I left a bottle of cologne there as a marker, like, my turf. My turf.
Meanwhile, the other guy was wearing it.
Yeah.
It smells nice. Oh God, fucking
So
fat
30 years of
Jesus.
friendship. Yeah.
30 years of friendship. I've known you. 30
Okay.
years. And to
Where are we going
everybody
with
out
this?
there,
Were you about to
just
call
bear
me
with me.
autistic?
Stay with me here. In 30 years, I've known this man. He is one of the most intelligent human beings I think I've ever met. He's one of the few people I could sit there and have a 45-minute argument with, and then after that be like, nothing ever changed. Like
Mm.
it's just how it is. Hell, he's more family to me than most of my family, or pretty much any of my family. Actually, I
Well,
only
how
have one
many?
relative left. Uh,
You're this close to being the oldest person in your family, aren't you?
no, there's still my family in Arizona, but fuck them. Uh, they
Give it a
don't
couple
talk to
years.
me. I ain't talking to them. So, um, and in all that time, the stories that I can bring up, and we've discussed this one before, but it presents itself as a perfect example of how autistic he really is. And times I realize like something is not right with him. Let's see, the time we were camping and he blew out his fucking ankle, and then was dying as I'm helping to carry him underneath the arms back to camp. And then we see two pretty girls, and immediately he's like, "Stop touching me! I gotta walk this son bitch out." Meanwhile, it was a broken ankle.
That's not
Like
autistic. That's a teenage boy. That's
that's a teenage boy with mild autism. Uh, like those are pretty
I got.
girls. I mean, I stared at them too, but I wasn't like, "Get off of me!" Like I was worried I might get off, but that was much more of
you
a
stop.
hope.
You stop touching me because you're jiggling things. And
I no, you stop. I think you stopped touching me because you were worried about my jiggling things.
here, grab this cane.
Yeah. Again, that's why I have a slip handle built in now. So that's here. Let me show you.
God damn you!
um, but but well, that too. And how about your first girlfriend? What the hell was
Oh,
her name?
way back.
The one with the tits.
Did you never even bother to learn the name? Just hi, my name is. I don't care.
Let's be honest with you, man. That fucking rack. I was at the prime of my fucking debauchery. Do you think I even? The second she walked in the room, all I heard was like my brain was elsewhere. There wasn't any blood left. Like this, I had enough blood running through my head to breathe and keep my heart beating. The fact I didn't shit myself is kind of amazing. Good God. That girl, I mean, come on. That must have been great because, like, place to sit your soda while you're playing video games. Them things were fucking huge. She has back problems now. I can promise you that.
She actually sent me a friend request on Facebook a few years ago. Like, oh, I guess, okay, yeah, we're adults now. That's fine. As I accepted it, and I'm going through Facebook, you know how when you accept a new friend request, your
Mhm.
feed becomes just all that person. I realized, oh shit, I'm not seeing. It's weird. Did she not post anything? Then I go look at my friends list, and she's not on it. Then I go look at a friend, a friends list, like mutual friend, and she's
Mhm.
not there. Like, she blocked me, which seems kind of unreasonable given that her fucking thumb slipped. I don't think she meant to send that, but still.
How did that relationship ever end? Or let me rephrase it. What did you do to end that relationship?
I mean, I guess if you were talking about bad relationships, I was young and an idiot, and
Touche.
but I mean, whenever I hear some of the younger kids at work, or I read like the Reddit stories, and like, I'm 19 and my boyfriend's 18, and like, it doesn't matter. Your guys have this much of a chance of staying together.
Oh, that makes me think of a good one. Oh my God. How did I not remember this? Speaking of how crazy a relationship can be, right?
Mm.
So when I worked security at Argonne, we had this guy that I'm not going to name him, just for reasons. But he had came to work with us, and his girlfriend at the time worked in like the offices, like she was one of the big higher ups.
Mm.
and they were getting ready to get married and this and that and like the whole 9 yards. And he's sitting there talking about, yeah, we've been together since high school. We've never had a fight, nothing. Like they were both on this great career path, the whole 9 yards. I mean,
And you're like, someone's lying to me.
no, 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 they weren't. Like they
No.
both,
Oh.
this was true. I think it
But
was 3 to 6 months after their marriage, they were broken up entirely. They like it. That's how quick shit can flip gears. Like they were
Mhm.
together since high school, and nothing, no problems, no fights, nothing. They got
Mhm.
married and immediately got divorced.
does it even count at that point?
No, I mean, once an annulment hits, I think it's
Yeah.
no, it doesn't count. But yeah. But then again, I
That's all.
also know a guy who was married.
Hmm.
I don't remember for how long. He told me, but I forgot already. And he had a kid, and his wife like literally annoyed the piss out of everybody, and nobody liked her, and she treated him like shit. And of course, he didn't want to say anything. By he, I mean, well, he didn't want to say anything, and I didn't want to say anything to him because that's going to go one of two ways. Either, dude, your wife's an asshole, and it's going to be
Mhm.
like, I know, or it's going to be like, dude, that's not right.
What do
Blah,
you
blah, blah.
mean?
And yeah, and I
She's an
figured,
angel. She tells me every day.
she touches it every day. I swear.
Do you know how lucky I am? Let me ask you, how lucky I am to have you? Really lucky? What are you talking about?
See, I know I'm lucky because fucking she
told
told
me.
me. And and I think they were together for almost 5 years. So they had one kid. It's a girl. Just turned 13.
That seems like a very similar situation to what I'm aware of. Yeah.
Ryan is an oddball thing. But yeah.
Weird how often you run into that in the world.
Truly, isn't it? A lot of weird parallels that happen in the world. Things you wouldn't expect. Boom, right there.
Yeah, there's some things I didn't expect in that one. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it didn't pop up the way you would thought it would have, but then boom, right there it is.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so relationships suck. Matt.
Well, how'd you just say, Matt?
I surely wouldn't do something like that. That'd be inappropriate. Because
Yeah,
you know he's going to listen.
I'm going to tell you this right now. If we're going to start bringing Matt up, I'm going to make one stipulation, okay? No more uvula talk.
Aw.
Okay, let's explain it just for anyone who never caught our old show.
He bruises uvula.
We have a friend. His name is Matt. At one point in his life, he had a bruised uvula, allegedly from coughing too hard. I've been coughing like crazy the last couple of weeks. My uvula doesn't hurt, but I guess he really hard.
Clearly.
He decided he had one or two options when he was diagnosed with the bruised. I can't even say it.
Bruised uvula.
Either he tells us, he gets ahead of it, gets it out in the open. We go, Matt, it's very brave of you to tell us about we might have insinuated that you were gay because that's how you might get it from very hard, long penis in your mouth. We might say that about you, but you're brave and you're honest with us and we respect you more. It's one path that we might have gone down. Or we just might be like, you cock smoker, which is what we did. So,
which is exactly the path we chose, and we chose it hard.
Anyway, when we were doing our podcast, one episode, I mentioned the word uvula. I was talking about how little kids cough with the whole damn mouth. I said uvula, and Bill's like, "Oh, uvula! I'll tell you about a uvula." And he brought up Matt's fucking bruised uvula, and every episode after that, bruised uvula. So I'm gonna say no more bruised uvula talk because one, it was getting old. It was done. We had our fun with it, but it was getting old. I was tired of hearing it. And two, honestly, what you're doing, you're painting Matt as just this one-dimensional character when he's a beautiful, multifaceted human being. There's so much more to him. What about the time he was cleaning his ear with a Q-tip and accidentally pushed it in too hard, hit his eardrum, and instantly got hard? Why don't we talk about that? We could spend a whole episode just unpacking that. But no, let's talk about his uvula some
Phrasing.
more. Right.
Or how about the time? I mean, you know, you're 100% correct. Because, I mean, how about the time he called me up on his way home to explain to me how he had farted and it
So,
smelled like, what was it, Ruffles potato chips or Lay's potato chips, something like that. But he has not eaten said potato chips in a very long time.
I
And
thought you
this was
about.
freaking him out.
I thought about you're going to say the time he farted so loud his sister thought the house was structurally unsound.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I never would have thought of that. Or, you know, how about the time that he proceeded to apparently just sleep his way through Oregon, uh, and never told anybody.
Oh wow.
Hey, I was proud of him. Like his ability to not want to talk to people is, I mean, really second to no one. It really is. Like, honestly, when he was like, "I want somebody to come home to and be with for the rest of my life," I'm like, "Are you fucking sure? Is you sure?" I kind of feel like,
Hey Matt, how's Jay? That's classified.
yeah. Why do you think I got my fucking Q clearance? It had nothing to do with work. I was just trying to find out how his day went. Uh, uh, thank God I forgot to sign that non-disclosure order, so I don't have to worry about that now. Although that'll probably be coming in the mail tomorrow now.
Honestly, I feel like the Q-tip thing. I was thinking about it. I don't think it's all that weird. It's just a very unique stress response. You know, most people they get into a situation that's that fight or flight instinct. Matt's like, you know, there's a third F.
Never heard of flight or fuck, but that could explain a lot with me too. So, I mean,
I pity the mugger that sneaks up on him in a dark alley.
jams a gun in his temple, and next thing you know, but hey, just remember, a rape charge is a lot less likely to hurt than, you know. Oh,
Give me your wallet. No one gets hurt. What, sir, why are you unzipping your? What?
Oh, we fucking.
Listen, either we fucking or I'm fucking.
Now it sounds like when I worked in the prisons. Either we fucking or I'm fucking. I likes you and I want you. We can do this the easy way or the hard way. Are you fucking dying over there? Because if you're gonna do it, could you do it more quiet? Speaking of Bruce, have you listened?
I'm working on it. I am going to. I'm testing it this week. If I come out of this week with no bruised uvula, we're gonna know what happened. I guess that only. I guess maybe that'd only be a partial test, and I'm not willing to conduct part two.
I've heard of a blind study, but what's that? It's my control. And this is why they don't let me out of the house.
Should we? Did we ever figure out how to end an episode?
We haven't. We've done podcasts and YouTube channels for years and have yet to figure out how to end an episode.
We got.
We got? I don't know.
What do you got? 8 minutes left.
Are you fucking okay? Are you gonna die? Because if you die, could you do it quietly?
You're kind of upsetting everybody right now.
Wait, upsetting who?
Yeah. The cat ain't even looking at me. She's staring at a water bowl.
Because she's hoping you'll die. Just remember, they eat the nose first.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah, now you notice me. Thank you.
Yeah, it's because she heard nose and was like,
Lunch?
So, I think we had a revealing episode.
Yeah. Touching, or personal.
Yeah.
I guess the moral of the story is learn when to walk away.
This applies both to relationships and buffets.
Oh, shit.
I know. Even when I said it, I was like, really?
I've said some crazy things in my day, but this is just...
Who am I kidding? Well, ladies and gentlemen, this was a wonderful episode. And hopefully I can remember how to edit all this bullshit.
Hopefully we'll be back to do another one sometime. We're not going to try to keep as tight of a schedule as we were trying to before. That really, honestly, it kind of burned us out on doing the whole thing, both the YouTube channel and the podcast. So we're not gonna. It's not gonna be like, oh, next week, but in the future. Are you trying for the YouTube thing?
I'm just fucking tired.
Take that cover off the microphone and see what you can do.
And then be done with it and be like, see, you don't bruise your uvula. There's a cat. Stare at what
There's
the
a cat?
fuck? Right behind you, I saw a cat head pop up. Like,
this is sushi.
Oh, there it is again, motherfucker. Oh, this is entertaining. Oh shit.
Like my EverQuest. Get to the damn way. EverQuest.
Oh, look at the kitty.
You fucking dick.
Oh, that was magic.
So I think that's how we end the episode tonight.
That's beautiful. If there's nothing to top that. We're done. This is all we needed right here.
This has been Bill O'Neill with the Random Tangent Pageant Hoopla 1 hour.
Yeah. Two fat guys mumbling.
No. One of them dying.
FYI, if you're ever looking up podcasts and you want to like check out that Two Bears in a Cave, do it on a podcast thing. Don't do it on the internet because you get some shit you weren't expecting. It wasn't Burt Kreischer is all I'm saying. Nice pussy.
Thank you.
It's weird colors though.
Got one fucked up eye too.
Oh, hero! Is that why you named it sushi?
No, we had popcorn. You got another one named Oreo. Like, let's keep on with food. This is sushi.
Yeah,
now.
no, yeah. What a surprise that is, you fat fuck.
All right,
ladies and gentlemen, it's been a wonderful time having you here, listening to us. For whatever fucking reason you did this, I'm sorry. I'm Bill.
I'm Neil. This is a little bitch and knocked everything down.
And we'll see you next time.
All right. Peace out.
Bye.